Alright guys, so in this video, I'm going to show you how I helped a concreting company to get an increase in organic traffic somewhere in the range of 800 to 900% within about a 9 to 12 month period. I'm going to show you the proof that this happened, what the increase was, and then how I went about doing it. I'm going to explain what I did to actually achieve this result. So firstly, you can see here, this is SEMrush. This is giving you the organic keywords that they rank for and the estimate of the organic traffic. I'm going to show you the actual organic traffic in a minute. But you can see here that the keywords, they had a peak in October 22, which was before I started working with them. They ranked for about 600 keywords. That dropped off in about June, July, August in 23, which was also before I started working with them. And this was around the time they came to me because the previous SEO company didn't know what they were doing. They, first of all, didn't get a lot of traffic and weren't getting much at all. And then second of all, it just dropped off completely. They came to me in around August. I started working with them in September. And you can see now as of August, well, it's actually 1st of September today, but let's say August 29th of the data, you can see they rank for 3,138 keywords as of the end of August. So that alone in the keywords is I think that's 500 times from 500% increase from their peak somewhere there. And in terms of traffic, in terms of clicks from Google search, you can see here, this is the Google Search Console data from when I started working with them back in September, mid-September 2023, up until today. You can see around then they were getting somewhere in the range of 5 to 10 clicks on average a day. And you can see now they're up as high as 86 clicks in a single day. It's hovering around the 40, 50, 60 mark on average. And if we go into analytics, you can see this exact same graph from Google search to Google Analytics. This is the organic traffic. You can see here as well, they're getting about 70 to 80 a day on the high days and maybe about 50 on the low days. So it's somewhere in the range of 60 to 70 clicks a day. And you can see here, if we take a look at October 31st, because I started working mid-September, so let's say October of 2023, you can see they had 223 organic search visitors. And as of August the 1st, 2024 to 31st of August, 2024, so last month it just finished, they had 1,694 visitors. So there's the data of the increase that I helped them get in terms of organic traffic through SEO alone. As a result of this, you can see here, they're getting 52 leads a month. We're also doing some Google ads. That's a separate thing, but they're getting 52 leads as of August through the organic search alone. So how did I actually do this? What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the process I went through when I started optimizing this website by using SEMrush and show you what I did. So basically, this website, someone had already tried to SEO, but they weren't doing an amazing job of it because they didn't do everything correctly. And so what I had to do was basically redo the entire website. So what the website looked like initially is it had a bunch of services pages. So it had the services they were offering, and all of the content on that was very copy-paste. It was basically exactly the same across all the pages, just with a couple of words changed for the specific type of concreting they were offering, like driveways, footpaths, whatever. And then it had a bunch of location pages, which were all literally the identical content, just the suburb name changed. And all those pages were not ranking for anything, and there was no informational content, and the content was just not properly optimized. I believe, if I remember correctly, they didn't even have H1 titles on the page. It was just H2s, and it wasn't like, it was completely wrong. That's where they were getting that traffic. If we go higher, you can see like they managed to get there, but then it dropped off because it just wasn't working. And so firstly, what I had to do was I went through the entire website, cleaned up all those suburb pages, got rid of most of them because they weren't targeting any specific keywords. I only kept a couple specific suburb pages which were targeting a specific area that was actually getting searches. And then beyond that, I redid all of the pages and basically the entire website. And so all of the pages now have been optimized through Surfer SEO, which I highly recommend you use if you don't already. It really does make a big difference. I'll put a link in the description below. You can see here this blip where it was this peak and now it's gone up. Between here and here, I actually took a lot of the pages I made at the beginning and I ran them through Surfer SEO and re-optimized them for a higher score. And as a result, everything just started shooting straight up again. You can see this very sharp increase over the last 2-month period, and that's one of the reasons why that happened. So that was the first thing I did, is I cleaned up the entire website, got rid of all the other SEO efforts which were not good at all, and then basically started again. So all the pages now are a bunch of service pages showing the services that they offer. So for example, concrete driveways, footpaths, the areas they wanted to focus on when it came to concreting. And then from there, I went into specific areas depending on the searches that were happening. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's take an example of concreting. Let's say these guys were in Sydney. They weren't. They were in a different city, but let's say that they were in Sydney. What I did was I established the top level keywords, which were basically concreter, concreting company, concreting Sydney, and I optimized the homepage for those. Then the next thing they wanted to focus on was driveways. So what we did is we went concrete driveways, and I found the top level keywords and then the topics within that. So for example, you've got concrete driveway Sydney. That would be the main driveways page you'd be targeting with that keyword, which is exactly what I did. I targeted that keyword with the main page and all the variations. So for example, concrete driveways, concrete driveway, concrete, like concrete driveway installers, things like that. That was all the main page. And then I looked for the sub pages we had to create, and I'll show you how you can do this with the keyword. So basically, you can see here we've got concrete driveway resurfacing. So that's a very specific keyword. So what I would do is open that and see what is ranking for this currently. And odds are it's probably going to be a couple of normal pages as usual, and then a couple of resurfacing pages. And so what I did is I made pages for things like driveway resurfacing, driveway repairs, colored concrete driveways, all these ones that had things within here, like colored concrete driveways. You can see there was exposed aggregate concrete driveway. That's another one. All these sub areas below the main topic. And so that creates like very niche specific pages that are much more likely to rank for these very specific keywords. So once I'd done that, especially on the driveway side, because that's what they wanted to focus on, and I established all those pages, then we started doing a big content strategy. And so basically what I was doing is blogging about absolutely anything to do with concrete driveways, trying to rank for all of these different keywords. So for example, I would tackle how much does a concrete driveway cost in Sydney? What's the cost per square meter of a concrete driveway in Sydney? The dangers of cheap concrete driveways. It was in here, I saw cheap concrete. Yeah, so you could get creative with how you target these keywords. Like, what's the dangers of cheap concrete driveways? Concrete driveway versus asphalt driveways, things like that, right? Anything that we could tie back into a content strategy, we did for this one. And so we published easily somewhere between 20 and 40 blogs. I can't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but basically we published a bunch of blogs on all these things, answering all these different things about them, like even things like how to clean a concrete driveway, what's the benefits of colored through concrete driveway, should you paint your driveway, how to seal your driveway. You get the picture, right? All of these different related things. And so what that did is it's getting a lot of people who are interested in this topic coming to their website looking for answers to these questions. And some of these people are likely to convert into actual leads because they might need a driveway resurfaced. They might need a driveway repaired or installed. You know, they might be looking for a new one. They might come back later, things like that, right? And so that gets you a lot of traffic and more leads and helps to establish the authority of this website within this particular niche. And so that's what we did there. And then from there, if you wanted to keep expanding, you could go after some of these specific suburbs like concrete driveways, Northwest Sydney. I'd probably target that one. Concrete driveway, North Shore Sydney. So this would be an offshoot of the main concrete driveway page where you put some information and target this specific area with that page, because there is obviously some traffic. Now, you're probably looking at this going, the volume is 0. Yeah, it says 0, but these tools are not 100% accurate. I can guarantee you that there are people searching this, and you'll probably find this in the search console. If you actually looked at the keywords, you'll probably see that people are actually searching this and you're getting impressions. So you should probably make a page for that, in my opinion, and that's what I did here. This is the strategy I use, and if you've watched a lot of my other videos, you'll see that this is the standard strategy for most service businesses, and it works extremely well. It works for concreters, builders, plumbers, law firms. I use this on a lot of different service-based businesses, and it works extremely well. As you can see that traffic graph there, they're getting 50 leads a month now. That's going to continue. As you can see, it's an increase. It's not flatlined at this point. So we're probably going to go quite a lot up from here as well. They do still have room to move up in the rankings as well. So there's definitely a lot more potential for traffic, but this is where they are now, which is almost a 10 times increase from where they were less than a year ago. That's it for this video. I just wanted to outline how I did this and the strategy behind doing something like this for your own business. I would recommend this for most service businesses where there is actually traffic on Google. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you'd like my help with your business for something like this, go to dominatemarketing.io. You can book a call with me there and I'll see if I can help. Catch you on the next one.